a word on what has led to this reinvigorated abilities, if not in drones, but in a lot of other factors with Indian manufacturers, because for the longest time, we were known to be an import nation. So I'm sure there were policies put into place to encourage them to do this. Now there is a proof of concept, and now maybe there is size with the Indian manufacturers to not just make for India, but for the world as well. So is this a present continuous policy that will last and only get enhanced, sir?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you are right. Almost 65% of our procurements used to be imports a few years back. Now the trend has reversed. As I mentioned, last year's contracts, 81% were with domestic manufacturers. This is the result of the policy triggers that we've put in, meaning that imports will be an exception and will require a special permission from the Defense Acquisition Council. Otherwise, every other procurement will be through various types of domestic procurement categories, which include what we call Buy Indian, which involves an Indian manufacturer, perhaps with a tie-up with a partner from abroad, but with a 50% localization. There are other categories where we provide, where we insist on complete IDDM, which means that design and manufacturing will entirely take place in India. And we've seen success with that in areas like artillery, as I mentioned. So yeah, I mean, the policy trigger combined with ease of doing business, the increase in the FDI limit to 74%, and increasingly our procurement models where we give a pretty, we reduce the entry barriers for the private sector. That combination of factors is now creating what I would say is an inflection point for the private sector industry in the country. The defense companies, you would have seen, are showing double-digit growth in many cases when it comes to their value of sales. They're also generating quite a lot of export orders, and that is really traditionally being driven by the private sector. Although in the recent past, last year, the public sector has also begun to catch up. So all these triggers, I would say, are driving the creation of a defense ecosystem in the country where the public and the private sector both play an increasingly important role.